Hello friends, welcome to ELS English Literature Studies with Gaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about Jonathan Swift, who contributed to British literature through his satirist writing Gulliver Travels, and he is also known as an essayist, novelist, clergyman who grew up fatherless and was raised by his uncle and later attended Trinity College to receive his bachelor's degree, and finally became the dean of St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. So friends, let us talk about Jonathan Swift in detail. Jonathan Swift, he is an Anglo-Irish satirist, essayist, novelist and pamphleteer. He is well known for his poetry and he became Dean of St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. He is regarded as the foremost prose satirist in the English language. He published all of his works under pseudonyms such as Lemuel Gulliver, Isaac Bickerstaff, Ambi Drapier or anonymously. He is master of two styles of style, the Horatian and the juvenile style. His father died before he was born. His mother was a poor lady, so she had to struggle a lot for her newborn baby. She left Swift in the care of his uncle Godwin Swift, whose son later employed Jonathan Swift as his secretary after the completion of Swift's graduation. There was a controversy between Swift and Temple related to the merits of the classics and modern literature, so both separated from each other. Swift read and studied widely and later he settled in the Little Church in Ireland. His famous works include A Tale of Tub, that is a star on various churches, then Battle of the Books, taking the part of the ancients who believed in the superiority of the classics against the moderns who gave superior position to modern science, modern politics and modern literature. Next work is Argument Against Abolishing Christianity, then Journal to Stella. This is a series of letters written by Swift to Esther Johnson. Next work is The Drapier's Letters and then Gulliver's Travels. It is a satire on all aspects of humanity by pointing out the weaknesses, vices and follies inherent in all human beings. His masterpiece Gulliver's Travels, that was published in 1726, a large portion of it was written in Woodbrook House, and this work was published under a pseudonym Lemuel Gulliver, who is a ship surgeon and later became a sea captain. It is a great satire of human nature based on Swift's own experiences of his time. Each of the four books, recounting four voyages to mostly fictional exotic lands, all these books has a different theme, but all are attempts to deflate human pride. Next work is In a Modest Proposal, which is a satire in which the narrator talks about that Ireland's poor people who escape their poverty by selling their children as food to the rich people. Jonathan Swift published this work because he wanted to prevent the children of poor people in Ireland being a burden to their parents or a burden to the country. It is a reaction to English commercial practices that negatively impacted Ireland at that time. In 1686, Jonathan Swift received his Bachelor of Arts degree and went on to pursue a master's degree. At this time, a huge unrest broke out in Ireland. The King of Ireland, England and Scotland was soon to be overthrown. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 urged Swift to move to England and start anew. His mother found a secretary position for him. For 10 years, Jonathan Swift worked in Surrey's Moor Park and acted as an assistant to Temple. He was ordained as a priest in the Church of Ireland and then assigned as a priest. He returned to work with Temple, Sir William Temple, and in 1699, after the death of Sir William Temple, he became chaplain. During his Moor Park years, Jonathan Swift met the daughter of Sir William Temple's housekeeper Esther Johnson. Despite the age gap of 15 years, they became lovers, and Swift acted as her mentor and tutor and gave her the nickname Stella. Swift was a great political pamphlet writer. The Whigs feared the lash of his style. In 1710, when the Tories came into power, they feared to lose his support. They asked Jonathan Swift to become editor of the Examiner, their official paper. He became arrogant at that time because he was flattered on every side. Even ladies and the statesmen were compelled to have his favor, and they were ready to apologize for hunting Jonathan Swift's ego. An important feature of his prose is that everybody can understand his language that is so simple that even children can read his books with so much enjoyment. For example, we have Gulliver Travels. and the same simplicity of style is used in it. He did not use any embellishments while writing. He did not use ornate or rhetorical language. T.S. Eliot has rightly said about Swift that he is the greatest writer of English prose and the greatest man who has ever written great English prose. Again, for his style is written, his style is of the plain and simple kind, free of all affectation and all superfluity, perspicuous, manly, and poor. Swift has a literature power which he won by hard work. He used his power to satirize common humanity by his dominant personality. It is only when we talk about his life, which is full of struggles, disappointments, and bitterness, that we can appreciate the personal quality in his style and sympathize with his great genius. He is the most original writer of his time, one of the greatest masters of his prose. His style is simple, lucid, directive, and suggestive. He uses proper words in proper place. He writes the plainest of plain style. Again, it is rightly said about Swift, he was born to write prose as Milton was born to compose poetry. In 1742, he suffered from a stroke and lost the ability to speak. He was declared mentally incompetent in 1742 and died in 1745, leaving his estate to charity. He was laid to rest next to Esther Johnson inside Dublin's St. Patrick's Cathedral. So friends, this is all about Jonathan Swift. I hope you will like it. And if you like the content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And thanks a lot for watching.